Clash of legal opinions, whose stalemate is set to lead to a legal showdown to force President Ramaphosa to appear before the inquiry. This after the inquiry declined the request to subpoena the president.
The issue of the subpoena based on irrelevance for the president, we're not going to go that route. We're not doing it. On behalf of this committee, listening to this discussion from the legal opinion, if there's a letter that we must write to the legal, public legal team, is that the subpoena for the president is declined.
That the president is not a witness in this regard, and it will be irrelevant for this committee to call the president to come and appear.
I support what the legal opinion basically says, and I do not think that there is any need for the president to be summoned with regard to this specific process.
The legal team for the public protector or the public protector herself needs to submit a substantive motivation.
A day later, Mkhwebane's legal team shot back, saying they would challenge this decision.
We will then take your letter at face value as the final word on the issue, and then we will take whatever legal steps might be necessary to secure the presence of this necessary witness.
The inquiry, however, maintained it was satisfied with its decision.
The committee would have met yesterday, deliberated on a full agenda of items in front of it, including deliberating on this matter, and it satisfied itself on what was before it and decided that the matter does not pass the test it set.
In another blow for Mkhwebane, the committee has also shot down Mkhwebane's request to recall two witnesses, former SARS executives Ivan Pillay and Johan van Lochrenberg. Meanwhile, the inquiry has this week also had evidence from the acting head of corporate services, Kumbi Jelela. He has been taken through evidence related to intimidation, harassment, and victimization of staff. However, Mpofu argued his evidence was irrelevant. Mkhwebane was also accused of being at odds with her former spokesperson, Cleopatra Mosane, for calling her by her first name and wanted her shifted to another position. This led to Mosana successfully taking the matter to the CCMA, but it is being appealed by Mkhwebane in the Labour Court. Another witness, Lufuno Reginald Ndou, gave evidence on the Friede Dairy Farm investigation. He told the inquiry that Mkhwebane wanted a certain outcome in the investigation. Ndou also says Mkhwebane accused the lead investigator in the investigation, Advocate Erica Siliers, to doing the bidding of the Democratic Alliance.
I received a call on my cell phone from the public protector, and I recall that it was a very short phone call, and it indicated to me that as far as she was concerned, Advocate Silie was doing the bidding of the Democratic Alliance in this matter, and that she was then working for the DA. And she also indicated to me, and her words to me were, she would be happy if there would be no adverse findings in this matter.
Ndou said he was surprised by the call, as Mkhwebane was supposed to be impartial and independent. Ndou has also testified that Mkhwebane did not want to include the Gupta leaks in the investigation, even though there were allegations that 84 million rand was transferred from the project to foreign bank accounts and also to fund a Gupta wedding.
I felt that, in my view, this was dismissive of the allegations in the newspaper articles, since some of the monies were alleged to have been used for other purposes other than the intended beneficiaries. And I indicated that this might then be a ground for review on the basis that this is a perfunctory approach that goes against what was enunciated in the Mail and Guardian case. And I also cautioned that as an institution, we need to have very good reasons why this avenue was not explored, since we specifically make reference to the emails in the wine liner that I had referred to.
On the eve of the report's release, Ndo said Mkhwebane ordered him to cancel his approved leave, but he had other commitments. He says she warned him this would make their working relationship difficult. However, under cross-examination, Ndo conceded that he had not seen an alleged revised report that implicated former Free State Premier Ace Magashule and former Agriculture MEC Mosebenzi Zwane, as testified by another witness, Sphelo Samuel.
Mr. Samuel puts you in the center of this, what I call this phantom report. Okay? And I have to, so therefore I have no choice but to ask you the question. I'm just giving you the background so that you understand and you can bear with me. Mr. Samuel alleges that the people to whom he gave this so-called report, which we say is non-existent, are you and the public protector. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying, yes.
Yes. Now, the public protector will say that that is just fiction. There was no such report, and we've already put that to Mr. Samuel. Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying, yes.
Yes.
Mpofu emphasized that Mkhwebane will testify there were no adverse findings against politicians other than the failure to exercise oversight over implicated officials. The inquiry continues next week after Ndo's virtual connection was abruptly cut off due to a storm. Ulilani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.